double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You look at this Packers defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's Pickett on second down. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. Able to slither by. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Jones running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Love. Forced out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Dancing to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Pickett. Able to shake him off. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a 1st down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Steelers at 2-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 3rd and 3. Pickett back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They toss it to Warren. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes?
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Here's Love. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And Pickett going to move his guys around. A handoff for Warren. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Love looking to throw it. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On play action. Love to throw. Trump. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fist fights.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft,
and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Pickett. And this one caught by Max Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
On the give, it's Warren. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They're going to run this with a tight end, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Pickett. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On the run, it's Warren. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 32 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a run with Warren. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Pickett. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Austin elects to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Love. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, Dillon, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it. Warren. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Got his man. It's Warren. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pickett going to bootleg it. He finds his man complete. It's Warren. And he will have the Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Steelers 17. Chris Boswell, he kicked off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Warren. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. Love with a give to Dillon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
15. First down, Green Bay.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw, he thought defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pickett. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Warren. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Warren will try the right side. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Pickett. Oh, no, he lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays
They're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action this time with Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He's got Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Jones. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Packers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM.